Welcome to Teck's Gaming. I'm Teck and I'll be your host. Quick disclaimer before we get into this. This is an Xbox One preview title of DayZ. This means that at any given point, any of the things covered in this video could potentially change. If you haven't already watched my first beginner's guide video on DayZ on the Xbox One, go take a look at it now. Then come back here for part 2 and some more advanced techniques. So we're going to start off today by looking at how to navigate the map. One thing to do is to definitely check out iSurvive or Central for DayZ, also known as DayZ Central. These apps will give you a map that allows you to triangulate your position. The apps also give you the ability to pull up certain presets such as water sources or weapon spawns in order to understand where and when things may spawn. To figure out where you are on the map, all you have to do is find some road signs and then refer to the map as if it was right there in your hands. Alright, micromanaging your inventory. You can take any item in your inventory, press and hold A on it, and use your right or left trigger to move up and down. Let go of the A button and you have your item move to its separate location. This also works when you want to change something from your inventory to either on your hands or on the ground. All you have to do is press and hold A on the item and select RB or LB until you get to where you want it and let off of A, dropping the item where you have selected to drop it. This will allow you to be able to move things and organize so that you can have your, let's say, magazines and ammunition all in your assault vest, like so. That gives you a little bit more flexibility and organization in your bags. Also, it helps out if you have just barely full bags or, you know, assault vest or whatever it may be, and you need to put, let's say, a heavier item in them, such as a weapon. You can clear, say, the pants out down to a 0 like I have here in order to make sure that you could take the weapon out of your hand and put it into that inventory spot, freeing your hands for whatever you might need them for. Another thing to look at with freeing your hands up is being able to pick up garments to change your clothes. To do this, oh hey, check it out, some free rounds, why not? To do this, it's easiest to have your new item that you come upon on the ground, take off whatever item you currently have on, and what you want to do is you want to throw it to your hands. You don't want to drop it because your inventory is still included in it. After that, you will want to take the new garment and apply it with X, puts it right onto your body. This will allow you to go down and click on Y to inventory for all items that are in your current clothing. That way, it's empty, you have all of your items, and you can then drop that to the ground and go about your way. Proper way to go about reloading a weapon, especially the first time that you pick it up, is by actually selecting the magazine that's in the weapon and pressing Y to get it to go to your inventory. If there's none in the weapon, great, that starts us off even better. What you want to do is you want to have your gun out of your hand whenever placing a magazine into your hand in order to reload it. You never want to have a magazine in your hand and try and hit A over your gun to have it go into your hand. When you do that, it glitches the gun out. That it makes it think the mag and the gun are combined, but they're really not. That's where you get your ghost magazines from. That is a glitch, and they know that it's a problem. They're working to fix it. So whenever you do have a weapon, you always want to take the weapon and put it into your hand, and then press B to combine. Do not back out of the menus and press Y on your first magazine. When you put a magazine in with the B combine feature, it allows the gun to recognize the magazine, and it allows for no glitching to happen for the most part. I very seldom ran into glitches with my weapons in doing that method. I've seen and heard of lots of people having a glitch where they have a magazine that's not registered as in the gun. Even though it is in the gun, the game doesn't see it as there and full, and it doesn't allow you to take it out. That is because of having the magazine in your hand and then putting the gun in your hand over the top of it. Avoid that at all costs, and you'll be all right. Once you have that established, then pressing Y to change your magazines on the fly, like in a heated situation, does work, and it doesn't cause a problem. It's when you initially press Y to put your first magazine into the weapon that it sometimes glitches it out and doesn't allow you to take that magazine back out. Lastly, to try and add any attachments, even though there's very few currently in the game, you do have your optics and your different sights and whatnot that you can put on weapons. For most weapons, the sight can go right on it. A couple of weapons you have to watch out for that might end up confusing you is if you have a, there we go, M4, the rail sight optics will be on it in this position. So when you find, let's say like this ACOG scope, you have to come down here and remove that from the weapon by sending it to your inventory before you can apply the new ACOG scope to it. Weapon attachments will all be done down here underneath the weapon once more of them are released. Bonus tip, to create an improvised suppressor, all you need is a empty PET bottle and a roll of duct tape. You put the PET bottle in your hand, press B on the duct tape to combine, and it will have a prompt to press right trigger, and you will make an improvised suppressor. Once you have it made, it will be on the ground. You have to go to the ground to pick it up and apply it to whatever weapon you may have. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for more future content. Until next time, survivors.